Morning, or it's not morning. It's almost 1 o'clock. Heading down to Belterra. Just had eggs, broccoli, cheddar cheese. Heading down to Belterra. It's in Florence, Indiana. Tom Fazio Design Golf Course. And I'm gonna play 18 holes of golf with my buddy Rick and I think about 14 other people, so it'll be like 16 guys competing. It's gonna be I'm gonna play my own ball, which is kind of exciting. It's different than a scramble. A scramble is like a team event, and you hit the best shot. All 4 players hit a drive, and we take the best shot from there, and we play that all the way to the green, and then we're always taking the best shot. But individual, that's what I'm going to play today. It's just me. So I'm looking forward to it. I actually went out last Sunday and practiced for about 5.5 hours on the driving range. And I worked on something that was occurring Memorial Day tournament, the golf scramble. My irons, I was hitting fat. Like every iron that I picked up, I was hitting fat. Which means I was hitting like 5 inches before the club face got to the ball. I was hitting the ground. So I went last Sunday to the driving range and I pulled out a 4-iron and I just started whacking. And mentally, I knew I had to somehow, some way, not hit it fat to get that corrected. And of course, in the beginning of the practice, I'm hitting them fat. Then eventually I put in my mind that you got to let that ball fly. You got to hit it and watch it fly. And basically that was the only thought process I had, was just smack that ball and let it fly and watch it. So at the end of the day, 5.5 hours of practice, I hit the 4-iron, 6-iron, 9-iron, hybrid, driver, and I was very pleased. So I get to go to Belterra, and they have a very nice driving range. And like I said, it's 1 o'clock. I'll probably be down there by 2 o'clock. And we don't tee off until 4. And I'll do a light warm-up. I actually want to work on some of my wedges, right? I definitely want to hit a 50 or a pitching wedge, a 45. The degrees now in pitching wedges, and they're pretty strong. Pitching wedge used to be 40 degrees. Pitching wedge used to be 48 degrees aloft. Now, this one I have, I think it's like 45 degrees aloft. So it's less loft equals more distance, right? So I'm looking forward to that. And it's going to be a good challenge because I'm playing my own ball. It's all up to me. Don't have teammates to ride on their backs. The thing about something I wanted to share was what I find to be very important to me is the time that I wake up and my mind is starting to be conscious, right out of that subconscious dream state into the conscious reality of waking up. And I have a tendency to, if my immediate thoughts in that time frame when I'm waking up are negative, then it starts to really affect me physically, like my stomach starts churning and I just, get tensed, and I don't want to wake up in that manner. I do not. So I have a tendency to go back to sleep, right? Just to try again to wake up where I can maybe think about nothing, or think about like something like positive, and have my mind calm, and then my body, I mentioned before that the mind controls the body, and then have my mind calm when I wake up, and then let the body just be calm, and my stomach won't be like all jittery and whatnot. I don't want to wake up all freaking tensed and jittery, right? Because my God. So I feel very calm, very relaxed today. I did read a little bit of the Bible scripture. I met with Jeff yesterday, one of my discipleship mentors, and he gave me a couple verses. So I did read some about a couple paragraphs really of what he gave me, and just try to calm down, and sat on the front porch. It was a pretty nice day, but now it's getting cloudy. You can see the clouds up here. So when I sit on the porch and the wind's blowing the trees, it's shaking the branches, and the leaves are glistening, and it's calming, and it's almost it's therapeutic, and almost supposed to be in a meditative like mind frame. And lots of times that's where I grab my lots of times that's where thoughts come in, very positive and uplifting thoughts about life, and things that then I'll start to write it down, and things that I want to share. So I didn't write anything today. I haven't written anything in a while, and I'm not giving up hope. I think it's really important to start the day off in a really, and then the almost like the millisecond that you're conscious, to start that day off in a very, either you're not thinking about anything and you're calm, or you're thinking about something positive and you're calm, and you keep that trend of thought, and then you spring into whatever activity of life, whatever. It could be going to work, whatever. You could be playing golf. Then when you're conscious and you're moving around and out and about, it's very important to still remain calm. And something hit me years ago, and then I started teaching it. Like, if we can look at that story about the tortoise, right? And what that really means is, it means like to go slow. You can be meticulous, but you're not gonna overload your mind like the rabbit, right? So think about like being a tortoise in life. I did mention before about finding a friend, and if you feel the need to talk to somebody, or even if your state of mind is pretty sound, to find someone that you could help and mentor and befriend and build a relationship with that person that might need you, right? So the last video I got 220 views, so I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy because somebody's watching, or one person's watching like 220 times, right? So I just went through a red light. Don't tell anybody. I just went through a red light. All right, I'm going on, this ain't the highway, but this road I'm going on goes from Maryland to California. this road that I'm on. So the last video that I did, I posted it 5 days ago. I haven't checked the comments. I will probably before I post this one. The video before, someone reached out to me who, in friendship, we worked together a while back, and you know, I'll see her on Facebook and whatnot. Though we had a little bit of communication via, I think, email, or yeah, I don't think it was Messenger. Could have been my YouTube email. Not really sure. Still learning this stuff. Though I you know, it was nice. I asked if she would send me, you know, the church that she goes to and whatnot, and then, you know, I would like to go up there and go to church with them. I think her husband, and just to you know, to talk to her and whatnot. I you know, like I was saying in my last video, like everybody, you know, we're all gonna have something, right? The Bible said there will be trouble, right? Jesus said that there will be trouble here on earth. Mental trouble, if that's primarily what I'm talking about. And like I said, you know, I'm 58 and I dealt with it for all my life. I mean, to the point where when I was 13, I don't know why, but I try to end it. There was nobody there, like the old man, or and that's probably something that I might get. That's something I probably need to get into later, because it's just been, I mean, I almost just got a revelation that what I've been reading in the Bible is that when you focus on, like, the world and the greed and the desires of, you know, the flesh, and, you know, like the old man, like, people are gonna suffer, right? And that's probably what happened in my family, right? People are gonna suffer. If you don't have a supporting figure in your life, especially at a young age, I mean, people are gonna suffer. So let's be that supporting figure in others' lives. Let's, like I mentioned before, we can get very angry, and our words can really, you know, the Bible says that the tongue is the most powerful weapon that there is. You know, it can tear somebody down, but then again, it can build somebody up. So let's conscientiously not react to something that's trivial in a vicious fashion. And if you grew up where I grew up, in like Nottingham, I don't think people, well, I couldn't talk. I couldn't have a conversation. I couldn't get 3 words out when I was a teenager. I wasn't able to talk until I was about 26 years old, when really I was able to articulate. So as I was a teenager, you know, I hung out with a lot of people. I couldn't say 3 words. I'd be like, well, the cat, and that was it. Like, and they would look at me like, and I was done. I mean, so I don't even know what the point is anymore. But anyway, we'll go down and play some golf. I mean, what I want to do, I truly want to do. I'm very new at the YouTube thing, and like I got like a selfie stick, like, and this is like it. Like I you know, I need to get something I can plant in the ground, because I really 100% want to take it to the golf course, right? I see some amazing golf videos people are creating, and it's just like, you know, that's what I want, like, to do, right? Because that game I love more than, you know, I don't know, more in regards to what I like to do. That game I love to do, right? I love it because it's a challenge. It's a mental challenge. It's a physical challenge, right? It's you compete only against yourself in the golf course, and you know, it's very so I do want to, it's very challenging, but I do want to compete. Well, I am competing. My next tournament is June 23rd. Then I have one June 30th, a 2-man. 6-man June 23rd scramble, 2-man scramble June 30th, and then July 4th I have you play your individual ball, and they take the 2 best scores out of the foursome. 1 net, 1 gross. Gross is what you shot, and net is what your handicap is. So if you shoot a 5, a bogey, gross, and then you get a stroke on that hole, then your net is a 4. So I do want to be able to get some, like I try to watch on YouTube to see what these people are using, like, and it seems like all tripods, but I'm going to use my camera on my phone to record. So yeah, I just got to learn. I just got to do it. I mean, take you all out there. All right, I wrote something a few months ago, because when I get my thoughts going, sometimes you just can't continue, because it's just going to be a bunch of gibberish and babbling, and that's probably the point I'm, at now. So what I wrote is that sometimes you gotta unclick the pen, meaning the writing's done, unclick it, put it down, say goodbye. I love you guys. All right, I'm really looking forward to if you guys reach out to me in April. Thank you for reaching out to me, and hope to be at your church one time. I haven't been to church in 18 plus years, and I'm working on getting back, especially with Jeff, and Pam's going to be getting back. She was the administrator there and was working 2 jobs, and so her lifestyle is going to calm down, thank God for that. And with that, I'm sweating my ass off because I don't have any windows down. I'm going to say goodbye. All right, bye now.